What? Wait, what? No, I didn't go anywhere. What are you talking about? Yeah, my internet just like totally went down. I actually had to go call up my landlord and see what was going on. But we're back. Sure, everybody left. I'm so sorry. Hold on. I'm gonna just send out a hey. Stream is back up. Sorry for the outage, sort of a thing, real quick. This was all a ploy to get those double notifications. It's all about the double notifications, guys. That's how you get all the follows. Let's see here. Internet back up and stream back up. Bleh. Sorry for the probs. What did you guys do in my absence? Did you make new friends? Okay, that's done. Where were we even? Man. All has been lost in my memory. Oh, you know what we were doing? We were working on star-related stuff. We were going to try... oh, I'm gonna also be like, I am back. I was going to try color patterns for the stars. Yes, that was exactly XFin. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I've got my randomization colors here. Let me transition over to the right scene. Okay, so, right, public array of colors. So what I can do here is instead of doing, here, I'm gonna do a public color get random. Hello, Rio Joe. How has things been since we talked last? Get random color. And so what this is going to do is it's going to return a random element in this my randomizations colors array. Things have been good. Good. I'm glad to hear, man. Crossfire, not sure if you saw, but I meant realms as in the ones like the Thor movies with the floaty island realms and a rainbow Bifrost, is that how you say that? Traveling between them. Gotcha. See, that could be really cool. I like these ideas. So we just return my randomization colors sub a random element, which is as simple as just saying my randomization colors. Oh, sorry. Going from either the first, which is the 0, or random.range of my randomization colors dot length. So it'll choose a random, whoops, how do I manage that? I'll choose a random element inside of, what am I doing wrong? Wait, why is it giving me an error? What did I do? Oh, I wrote two range functions. I'm all I'm all like out of my sorts because I had to go reset my router and everything. Excuse me. Okay, so it's going to return a random color right here. And if we transition back over here, we can take all of the stars on this side, and we can, in my randomization colors here, let's just choose like 3 or 4, I guess. And we can just like choose colors to put in those places. And I don't really have any ideas for exactly what colors I would want, so I just more want to test the system right now. So let's just choose 4 fairly different guys. And maybe like a blue. Okay. So it should, oh wait, I didn't actually pipe in my randomization function. I just said that it exists. So hold on a moment. So back over here, instead of doing like these new colors of random.ranges, we're just going to say get random color. And everywhere we've got like a random color thing going on, we'll just call get random color instead, which I probably should have done in the first place, but hey, here we are. Okay, so it'll choose one of those 4 colors randomly, which I might need more for the effect to really work. But I think this is going to look really cool. So you can see it's got one of those 4 colors, and it'll kind of start twinkling between them. I think any individual star will be able to choose different ones. First thing I'm noticing though is the emission is just, it's too much. Like the colors are okay, but they look a little bit too bright because it looks like it's blinding your eyeball. So I want to turn that down for sure. And also, I don't think that this is better unless I was to choose the colors more wisely. So I think we're going to actually have to think about what colors we want here. So let's try, I don't know, what colors do you think? I think some stars need to be smaller. I also agree with that. What colors do you think will work well for these guys? Do you have any opinions? I'm definitely thinking I want something that's like a really light yellow. That keeps coming to mind as something that would be really interesting. So let's do one as a really light yellow. It's almost like a greenish yellow. I don't quite want that. Maybe something purple pinkish like that. But again, I think I want these all to be pretty light. Let's try that, I guess. We can do, let's try a bluish purplish sort of a thing, and let's try something orange maybe? I don't know. How do you guys feel about that? Let's see what it looks like. Oh, actually, also before I try this again, I'm real quick going to see if I can make it so that the emission isn't as egregious as it is. I think this should work. Okay, let's give it a go. I just realized it's not transitioning right. There we go. Rio Joe, I remember being banned from a Discord server for blackmail. Oh, golly, dude. That is not something to be proud of whatsoever. Well, the emission is definitely lower. This doesn't strike me quite right, though. I don't know. What are you guys thinking here? This doesn't seem like what I want it to be. First of all, I agree. I think some of the stars need to be smaller for sure. I'd say 3F works better than 2 or 4. Wait, in terms of... Oh, in terms of the emission? Gotcha. Let's give that a go. Okay. And I do agree. I think I want the stars to be a little bit smaller generally. So let's try taking these down to like there, and oh, that's not at all what I was thinking. Let's try that maybe, see what that does. Okay, so the stars are smaller. And I feel like there needs to be some more variability here. I think that's closer, though. Would you guys agree with me on that? That feels a little bit more like what it's supposed to be, I think. I am also noticing, interestingly, that it's taking less time for them to actually twinkle, which is kind of cool. the grand looks nice. Yeah, do you like it? Like, what would you want to change here? First of all, I think I want some more stars, which I'm just going to very sketchily do by copying pasting this prefab. Also, they need to start emitting as soon as they come in. And I think I want to adjust the palette that they have as well. And I also think there's not enough variability in size now, which is really interesting. So let's try adjusting that a little bit. So I think maybe it should go maybe up to like there. Well, excuse me. Let's try that out. I don't know. Also, I'm noticing like no stars ever end up there for some reason. I don't know why that is. I mean, give me some feedback here, guys. What are you thinking? What do you want changed here that you think would make it look nicer? I think I personally want some deeper colors here and there for the stars, and I think I still want more variability in size. Are my two things right now. Crossfire. Never heard a dev say twinkle so much. Not complaining though. Twinkle, 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 twinkle. Boris, what if one of the stars is a blue star, just like one of them, so kind of like the North Star? Is that what you're thinking? I think that could be super cool, man. Colors are kind of too bright. Okay, that is very good feedback. And do something like that. Let's try adding in a blue color. Let's try making the colors a little bit less bright in general. I think both of those are very good ideas. And what I'm going to do is womp, 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 womp. Grab all of those guys. Just that array. And weirdly enough, the way that we're going to make these less bright is probably by making them more colorful, I would imagine. So doing something like so. Also, it kind of bothers me that we're missing parts of the color palette in there, so let's add those in as well. 6. Okay, let's see what that looks like. Also, that really bothers me, that they don't start emitting until like a little ways in. See, now it's gone too far the other way. I almost feel like I liked it more when they were just like completely random. Like the colors had no, what am I trying to say? Had no real predictability to them. Because this just kind of looks like, oh yeah, we threw some sprinkles on the background and called it good. You know what I mean? I don't know. Let's go ahead and try going back to when they were completely random and see if we like that better. All in the name of experimentation. Also, I still want more variability in the size here, man. Like, that could easily go up to 1.2, and I would not be sad. So all we need to do, this is what's really cool about writing everything modularly. The only thing we need to do to revert back to that old thing that we were doing with the colors is just return a new color, random.range of 0f to 1f, and copy that 3 times, and we're good to go. I liked it more when there was no color. Yeah, that's kind of what you've been saying from the get-go, right, Ryojo? Duly noted, duly noted. Maybe random between 2 fixed endpoints. That's not a bad idea, like pure green and pure red, for example. Yeah, no, that's not a bad idea at all. That really might help sell the effect a lot. Especially if then, as you're going from planet to planet, it's changing those two endpoints, so the stars kind of change along with. That could be really cool. So this is back to pure random colors. Yeah, see, I'm not feeling that either. I have changed something inherent, and it doesn't feel as good to me. Not that this... Oh, you know what part of it is? I've changed the emission amount, and so the colors are coming through more blatantly now. That's really interesting. So it's like not emitting as much. So let's actually make it emit some more, so it's got a little bit more bloom to it. And I want the stars to be bigger, just in general. So let's do that. And then I really like the idea of trying to randomize it between endpoints. That seems really cool to me. So maybe let's try doing that then. Okay, see, this feels closer to what I'm hoping for. I don't know. I mean, how do you guys feel about that? This feels closer. This is not exactly where I want it to be, but this definitely feels closer. So I think that emission is part of it. Hey, thanks for the follow, man. STR8 Grizz. How do you pronounce that? Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Space dust. Yep. Yeah. No thoughts on this, guys. What do you think? I am definitely looking for feedback. Grizz is good. Okay. Grizz it should be. Too much color. I mean, does everyone agree that there's too much variation in color here? Wait, let me catch it. Let me catch it. I need like the list of followers. If you just followed, give a whole hey in the chat so I can see who it was. I missed it. Thanks for the follow though, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, kinda on the too much color end. Okay, let's try doing the range between two of them. I think that's a good idea and might be a good intersection of ideas here. Okay, what is going to be the easiest way of doing this? We're obviously going to need a start and end color, so I can go ahead and make a variable for that. I'm just going to get rid of that random color array real quick. Crossfire, what about changing the black background to a dark warm blue? That sounds excellent. I think that's a really good idea. Yeah, I think that might look really good. So public color, start randomization, and end random. Yeah, I can't spell randomization. Make trails wherever you go. Yeah, see, all of these are awesome ideas. I love all of these. So it's going to be like the case of putting them in one by one and trying to get them all nicely tuned so they work with each other. I'm really looking forward to this. I really like doing stuff with stark color like this. You know, I just had a really sketchy idea of how we could do this, but I think this would totally work. Check this one out. So, you know how we're using a lerp before? We could totally just like lerp to a random amount between the two colors, and it should give us a color in between. Like if I was to do something like color.lerp between start randomization and end randomization. And then we just, this is the sketchy part, and then we just randomly say, yeah, go, you know, somewhere between like 0.1 and like 0.9 of the way there, you know? That should work. I think that will actually totally work. Rio Joe, sketchier than blackmailing someone about Hot Pockets? Depends on the Hot Pockets. And I'm not going to explain that. Okay, so start randomization. What's our colors going to be? Maybe like orange and blue, because they look a really super fun and contrasty. That could be kind of cool. Something like so, perhaps? Pepperoni pizza Hot Pockets. Very specific example, Ryojo. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, no, that totally worked. Interesting. How are you guys feeling about this? I could make the colors lighter so it's a little bit less blatant, if you know what I mean. The grand looks really nice. I think this is the good idea. Def not biased. I think the key to the whole effect is the background color. Maybe I should try changing that right now too then. Okay, real quick. Wait, why did I come back here? I wanted to change this to 0 and 1 so we get the full range. And I want to try making these colors a little brighter so it's like a little bit less, what's the word I'm looking for? This music is like totally distracting me. I do not know what's going on. Something like that, maybe. Yeah, that's closer, man. That is definitely closer. And the emittance might be a little bit high now. But yes, I think this is definitely getting closer to where we need to be for sure. I think I need to randomize how much it's going to emit so that that's not like constant. And then I'll fiddle with the background color, definitely. So what I'm thinking is like we can have another float up here. We're adding in so many randomization variables. Private float, emit, diff. I don't know. I can't think of a good name right now. But emit diff is going to equal random.range of, right now we have it at that. This is the thing that's like subtracting the that's like dividing out how much emittance versus color there should be, and right now we have it at 3 or 2. Right now we have it at 2. So let's like randomize it from 2 to 3.5 maybe, which would be practically none depending on the color. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take that variable and we're going to divide these guys out by that. And so we should have a little bit of randomization there, and I think that is going to look really funkalicious. Crossfire, this is what George was doing when making the glass in MA. The glass in MA just recently took a change too, because we found out that it was taking like 14 milliseconds of processing power per tick, which if you're not familiar is a crap ton. Oh, weird. Why are they blinking so much now? Oh, it's because it's changing. Oh, right. We can fix that. We can fix that for sure. Also, again, I want the star. Oh, do you guys like how they blink like that? I want the stars bigger though. I still want the stars bigger. The grand feels really weird to see class members not accessed via this. I'm so sorry. I don't know. I mean, I think the flickering is really cool, honestly. But it might be a little bit too distracting. Or it might not be. I mean, could go both ways. Boris, no, they blink because they became sentient, and Morse is an unknown language. Oh, gotcha. No, that actually makes sense. Forrest is totally right, guys. We've got to leave it, or else we're killing a new life form. Okay, I'm going to try 2 things here, and let's see if we like it better. First of all, this just still is not large enough for my tastes. Don't take that out of context. And I don't think I want them to get any larger than that. Oh my goodness. That would explain everything. I am not adjusting the right variable. What an idiot. What an idiot. I just realized all of a sudden, wait, I'm not adjusting scale. What's going on? And that would be what is going on right there, my good sirs. I don't think we need any of that now. The start color is getting set to something else entirely. Okay, code. Crossfire, take it instantly out of context and will forever. Oh no, did you just clip that? Oh well. Hopefully I get the likes on Twitter. Oh, did you clip it, Ryojo? I should have figured. Okay, so those are going to be generally bigger now. And then the other thing I wanted to try is, instead of changing emit diff all the time, oh, we shouldn't change it all the time, because a star that's further away, generally, would always have a less emittance than one that's closer, right? Or one that's brighter or something like that. So actually it would make way more logistical sense if each star has its own emittance difference. Let's see what that looks like. The Grand. I said the Grand, not big enough for my tastes in reference to the star size. And I realized, whoops, I've done a bad. And I realized that that was definitely going to be taken out of context. Okay, now now the stars are too big. I don't know. What do you guys think, though? I kind of feel... Oh, I know exactly. I was going to say, something feels off to me, and I know exactly what it is. A bit too much saturation. That might be part of it. But part of it is also... Well, I want to give this a little bit more range, too. But part of it is also that when I changed how large they can get right here, if you see, like, the super sized large ones are now no longer very much larger than just like the normal large ones, if that kind of makes sense. So what I think needs to happen here is we need to take this down a little bit, and we need to take this down a lot. Maybe like there. So then the small ones will be, you know, within a range, and then the big ones will be much bigger than they are, so that there's like some pretty heavy contrast. So it's kind of like, oh wow, that star is actually really close. Something along those lines. It's not the worst thing to be taken out of context, Ryojo. Yeah, that's true. Okay, that feels a little bit better to me. I think we're getting closer here. I think that the range for emittance is maybe a little bit high now. But I do think that we are getting closer to a really nice middle ground. I agree, though. There's too much saturation. It's good until all of them suddenly became colorful. You are just not a fan of this color thing. Here, let me take a look. And then the background color. No, I think I disagree, Ryojo. I think I really like having the color. But I do agree the saturation is too much. But yeah, let's fool with the background color now. See if we can get some difference going on here. So I called it Space Back. Hopefully, if I was a good little programming boy, and I was, yay! It's just a simple color here. So what kind of light blue are you thinking? Like something more like that, perhaps? Let's take a look at what that looks like. Also, the background is going to need some detail and definition to it as well. Something along those lines. Oh, dang, man. That was a good call. I think that looks so much better. A lot livelier, I would say. I don't know. What do you guys think? Crossfire is obviously into this idea. Boris, Ryojo's secretly colorblind and just sad he can't appreciate it. Is that what's going on, Ryojo? Is that the secret here? actually really like that. That is definitely starting to give off the right impression that I'm kind of looking for. The grand, maybe have a gradient on the background. I think that's a great idea. Like something, maybe it gradientizes from the top of the screen to the bottom or something like that. Gradientizes? Did I just say that? Is that a word? That's definitely not a word. Yeah, though, I am liking the direction that this is going in for sure. Flummoxed. This planet is still bugging the snot out of me, though. I kind of feel like what I want to do, though, is I want to take that planet and I want to put it on that, that planet color here, and I want to put it on this planet here. Hold on. Meteor Text 3? Is that what I called it? No, I called it, like, planet. Excuse me. Gradientizes is a word according to Twitch. Hey, Wisecrack. What's up, man? I am adjusting planet colors and star colors and all sorts of fun stuff. We're kind of all collectively coming to some ideas about how we want space to look in Rubber Ducky World. And I think we're definitely getting closer. You know what? You know what, though? I want some of the stars to be white. I want some of the stars to not really have, like, a distinctive color to them. What do you think, though, Wisecrack? Are you liking it? Give me your opinions. And while you do that, I'm going to go get a drink. I'll be right back. Dude, I don't want to drink that much lemonade, though. That's a lot of frickin' lemonade, dude. You do like it, though, Wisecrack? I am excited. I think there's some good stuff going on here. But one thing I would like to do... Game over, guys. Stream over. Yeah, sorry. This will be the second time that the stream dies, and this time it'll be because I die. You know what I should name my Saturday streams? I should name them Shill Saturday, and I should just sit here for like 4 hours telling you guys to go visit my Patreon and sub, or something like that. I feel like that's very necessary to this whole streaming thing working out in the long run. What do you feel? Would you guys visit Shill Saturday? Sub Saturdays? And I could like go to my local Subway Shilter Day. I could go to my local Subway and order like 20 subs and down them all in one bite, and everybody will be like, yeah, that's worth subscribing to. I appreciate this guy. Anyway, that out of the way. What I think I want to do, I want some to be pure white. I want randomly I want it to be like pure white. Wisecrack, I would sub, alas I am poor. You know what, man? It is the thought that counts. I appreciate you. So you guys know, by the way, it is semi-official. This is actually big news. It's not wholly official, but it is semi-official that I'm going to be going full-time on game dev stuff in like about a month. I've kind of told the guy that I work for at the coffee shop that I'm going to be stopping my barista hours at the end of September, and that means I'm on game dev, and I'm just going to need to make it work, and I'm really looking forward to it. I think it's going to be awesome. Crossfire, I would sub, but I'm from 2077 and only have one arm. You know, I appreciate that. That is an excuse that I am very, very, very willing to take. Oh, thanks, Xfin. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, I think it's going to be really good. And I don't exactly have the whole, the whole thing figured out. But I think we can figure it out. I think it'll be very workable. And I am really looking forward to it. Boris, less coffee in life and more game dev. Be careful, don't lose the right mixture. Yeah, you're right. I do need to be careful. Full-time game dev is the dream. Yeah, no, I think it's going to be really cool, guys. And I talked to Dave Oshry, and he seemed willing to consider like upping my pay grade a little bit if I did more work. And that would all be great. Like that would really help the whole thing. And of course, doing the streaming helps the whole deal too. So we getting there. We doing it. I'm really excited, guys. I really am. Color is equal to. So what I'm doing right here is I'm just randomly like. There's a 95% chance this won't happen. There's like a 5% chance that the star will end up being pure white. And I think that'll help sell the effect a little bit more. Let's see. Oh, I think there's more than a 5% chance. Oh no! What have I done? Wisecrack, I'm kinda working on making a game, maybe, about an angry space janitor. Dude, have you posted anything about that in the Discord? Because I don't think I've heard about this yet. And I would like to see what you're doing, man. So this, I did the wrong way. This needs to be a 95% chance that it'll lerp into a color, 5% chance it'll lerp into white. Just dropping the news now. That's super cool, dude. Do you have a link or anything like that? Hey, see you later, The Grant. Thanks for showing up, man. Really love having people around. Good suggestions, by the way. Very, very valuable to me. Yeah, XFID, more like a 500% chance, right? Okay, let's see if that worked. Much closer. Okay. I think that one's white. It seems like a couple more of them could be white, and I wouldn't be too sad.
I know how to beat Cobra Kai. Bring it on. Cobra Kai, season 1 now streaming free, only on YouTube.
Let's give it a go. See what we can do. Let's try like 10%. I saw something about suggestions on the background. Where was that? Oh, The Grand, before you leave, if you can still hear me, I just saw this. Imagine going to a coffee place and the master behind Tuba Tuesday gives you your coffee. Yeah, wouldn't that be great? Ryojo, remember the galaxy line that I told you about? That is an excellent idea. Yes. I do like. Let's say there's a little bit more of a chance. Xfin, the stars in their current state look super good. Glad you like it, man. I am really, honestly, very excited about this. I wasn't even really planning on working on the stars today or anything, but we just kind of got on a rhythm with them, and I think it is a rhythm worth following. So, Element HTTP, what's going on, man? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Tell me about every detail of your life. No, what's going on, dude? Okay, so more of them should be white. And the ones that are white and also have a high emittance are kind of a problem. Wisecrack, I've been working with a few friends on it. Should have something to announce soon. Dude, I am super excited. Definitely drop a link in the Discord when you've got something ready to show off. I think that's going to be really cool. Element HTTP, born in the Big Bang. Yeah, seriously though. Yeah, those need to change. I think the high end for emittance just needs to go down a little bit. Which is pretty dang high right now, to be fair. Let's try like 2.5 instead. Element, do I know you from Twitter or anything? Because I know sometimes tags are different, and people that I should know, I don't know, which is my bad, of course. You know, I have done something horribly wrong. I think I made it go the wrong way. Wisecrack. Ooh, what if there were shooting stars? I like that idea. I think that would be beautiful. I think next thing I'm going to work on once I get to a place where I'm like, yeah, I want to leave these stars here for a little while and see how I feel about them. I want to work on getting the background a little bit more defined so it's not just a flat color, which might be dust, might be gradient, could be all sorts of stuff. How do you guys feel about like that? I think the high end is still a little bit too high. That's my quote-unquote professional opinion. So let's take that to like 2.5 maybe. Ryojo, there should be a shooting star enemy type. Oh, that would be really cool. Crossfire, is this game going to be semi-open gameplay style or linear level-to-level type thing? I had an idea where you could have a pond, which is a trader that you could go to purchase upgrades for your tuba. Ooh. There is some excellent ideas going on there. It kind of depends on where I take it. I don't know, man. Could go either way. Element, you know me from every website URL. HTTP is everywhere. I knew I had heard of you before. My gosh, I'm so sorry I didn't recognize you. Boris. Oh no, just imagine a shooting star, but the boulder is a shooting star meme gif. That would be horrifying. What did I just change? I know. Oh, emittance rates. Right. I think that is way closer, but I also think that the low end needs to be just a tiny bit lower, and then it'll be a lot closer. So maybe we can leave that there, and then the low end can be more like that. Let's give it a go. Maybe because we are working on space, there does need to be some reference to this shooting star gif.
Open the world of music. It's all here. Get the app.
Nice. Yeah, I am not minding this. Just a little tiny bit more variation in size, I think. And I think this is really going to start popping. And then, I swear, then we'll work on the background. Woo! I'm getting exciting and gesticulating and hitting my pop filter, and everything is great. I am loving it. What did I just set out to do? I totally lost my train of thought. I was gonna go adjust something. Help. What else am I gonna do, guys? Oh, size, right. Thank you. So I want the ability for them to get a little bit bigger. So maybe this could go up to like 1.6, and then this range is going to be more like 1.8, 1.9-ish, something like that. Yeah, Chrono Trigger music! X-Spin, 0.1% chance that a Death Star spawns in the background. A Ducky Death Star, that would be freaking adorable, dude. Ryojo, maybe when you go super fast, the stars go rainbow and it plays shooting stars. Yeah, that would actually be super cool. Not even joking. Duck Star. I think that difference in size is a little bit more like what I was looking for. Okay, I think I have fiddled enough with the stars. I think I want to work on the background. And let the stars just kind of lie for a little bit, in as much as like I just kind of want to see how I feel about them in a little while. You know what I mean? Okay, so background gradient I think is the first big one. Unfortunately, that is going to be a little tiny bit harder than just doing it. Do you guys want to have your mind blown? Wait, hold on. This is actually a very important thing. Do you guys want to have your mind blown? How does Johnny do his backgrounds? Let's take a scroll out and see exactly how I have chosen to do the back. Holy crap. Wait a minute. There's the edge. Yeah, it's literally just a gigantic square with a color on it, which is a horrible way of doing it. But that raises the question, how are we going to do a gradient? And I think a proper background system might be in place here. Element, 6 out of 10, not enough water, IGN. IGN and their freaking water levels. Bonus, I like when the stars go dim. IRL, it means that there are planets orbiting. Oh, orbitals. Dog. Good freaking point. Maybe, so hold on. I'm booting it back up here. I want to see what you're thinking. So like when these guys kind of flicker away, that's when the planet goes by. Dude, I am so glad that you mentioned that. That's such a cool little thing. And it kind of makes me feel like around the planets here, there should definitely be some stuff orbiting around for sure. I think that'd be super cool. And, ooh, guys, I just realized what is still bothering me about the stars. The ones that are further away don't look like they're darker. Or there is no, like, darkness difference to them. You know what I mean? I think that is exactly what needs to happen here. Hold on. I know I promised about the background. Okay. Listen to me. I know I promised about the background, and I'm very sorry, but a thought has occurred to me, and I must pursue it. 'Tis the life of a game developer. No. I want to do this real quick. I want to have a random chance that it's just like I want to have a darkness coefficient so it gets darker. You know what I mean? Randomly. Wisecrack, quick one question quiz. Y'all play SS13? Have you guys played SS13? X-Spin, I'm kind of with you there. That I was going to just pretend that I knew what it was. Element, put your universe in black hole like the IRL one. That is such an oof. Darkness coefficient. You know what I should start doing? I just had a really good idea. Whenever somebody follows, I should name my next variable after them. Wouldn't that be kind of cute? Oh, Crossfire. I'm gonna go now. It's nearly midnight and I have to get up early-ish. Great stream. Oh, thanks, man. Stars are looking beautiful. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, have a good night. Sleep well. See you later. I think I'm going to do that. So if you follow, I'm going to name my next variable after you. So you are eternalized in the code. How do you guys feel? Do you think it's worth unfollowing and refollowing just for that? The variable is removed if you unfollow, even if it breaks the code. What if the name starts with a number? Then I'm frickin' doomed. Wait. Is it Boris? Oh, Boris! Okay, tell you what, because I'm working with this one right now. This will be the Boris coefficient. Here, follow. Give me, daddy, give me. Oh, golly. Coefficient. And notice I capitalized your name so that whenever I read it, I have to say the Boris coefficient. I like it, man. Thanks for the follow, by the way. I really appreciate it. I am 4 follows off from my Monday gold. My Monday goal. Wisecrack. Yay! Send me variables. Oh boy, I'm seeing this being easily exploitable. Okay, next one will be you, Wisecrack. Even though I know that's a refollow. Okay, so the Boris coefficient is random.range. But yeah, I'm only like 4 followers off from the goal that I set myself 2 weeks ago. So that's kind of like one of the reasons I wanted to do a stream today, because I was like, dude, I want to hit this if I possibly can. But we're so close, and I'm really, really thankful for everybody that's been following over the last couple of weeks. Okay. Random.range of, so this is going to be randomly, it's going to get darker off of this variable here. Excuse me. And the way we are going to do that, oh, we just need to divide the color, obviously. So 1 would mean perfectly colorized, and 2 would mean half colorized. So anywhere in between that. Says the Boris coefficient. The Grand, I think I unfollowed / followed too quickly. How do I know that you unfollowed and followed? I can't just name a variable after you willy-nilly, the Grand, because I, have no idea that you followed before. Element HTTP. Did Ninja actually say that? Don't smash it, just smash it. Or what did you say there? Don't smash it, don't smash it. That is horrifying. Do you guys, okay, legit question. Do you guys like watching Ninja? I've only seen like one of his streams before. Because I feel like he appeals to a very certain demographic, you know what I mean? X-Fin, not really. Definitely not. Over the Boris coefficient, so this will make it darker. No, he's just kind of boring and not for me. I could see how people could really, really enjoy watching him. I'm just not terribly interested in Fortnite personally. But he's been doing some Minecraft stuff, hasn't he, recently? Element HTTP 24/7 watching Fortnite. Dog, get on that hype train. Woot woot. Okay, so this should randomly make some of the stars darker, if I'm not mistaken. That's just kind of serve to take out some of their luminescence. Interesting. I am not sure why that is, actually. The Grand, are they supposed to all start in pure white? Nope. I'm definitely going to be switching that up at some point here. It's just not too important to me at the moment, but it will be changing. For sure. One thing... Wait a minute. Why are they doing that? I suddenly just realized I don't know why they're starting out white. The god who takes out the way too bright lights. Can I write that in my past jobs list? Yeah, why not, man? That's beautiful. Over the Boris coefficient. Boris. That's interesting that those are not doing what I expect them to, though. I'll take a look at that in a second. Element, what about you made your game into Battle Royale with loot boxes? I don't know. I should do a Battle Royale loot box game. Jeez Louise, what have I done? Well, that's interesting. I don't know how I did that. Okay, I'm gonna work on that in my own time. I want to get some background stuff done. So I'm just going to take out the Boris coefficient for the moment, and then I'll put it back in. And I'll show you guys next time. It isn't the worst thing I've ever seen. I mean, I have seen some pretty bad things in programming. Let me tell you, little Johnny programmer not knowing what he's doing has created some very interesting problems. We are going to hop over to GIMP, and we're going to make ourselves we're going to make ourselves a gradient from this color to probably something darker, I would imagine. The worst thing I've done in programming is multiple pointers to booleans. Oh, golly, are you serious? Why was that necessary? Which ended up being so inefficient it made my programmer friend stop talking to me for a while. Wah, wah. That is hilarious, dude. Okay, let's all take a gander at the Gimper, as they say. Excuse him. Slurp, slurp, snurf, snurf. And we are going to do like 64, 64, somewhere around there. That should be enough to make a good gradient, I think. Man, suddenly my nose is stuffing back up. How frustrating is that? So this background color, let's go ahead and grab that real quick, and that'll be where we start in the GIMP. It was 100% necessary. Definitely not because I was being an idiot and just using pointers everywhere to annoy him, and to a certain extent me. Oh, hey, Flatface! Thanks for the follow, man. I have several variables that I must be naming after people now. GIMP better than Photoshop. I will tell you I use the GIMP a lot more. And that has nothing to do with the fact that I can't afford an Adobe subscription, which is so expensive. The follow timing was perfect for my pointer follies. Element, is this Monkey Island OST? It is Monkey Island OST. Good picking that out, man. Are you a Monkey Island fan by any chance? Okay, so let's do this to like a slightly darker color, I guess, like that. Flatface, finally I'm awake for the stream. Yeah, I hadn't seen you around before, man. Good to see you, for sure. I need this playlist. I can get that for you. Hold on 1 second. Bomp. There's your playlist, my good sir. Okay. Gradient time. You just kind of do that, don't you? Oh, which way do we want the gradient to go? Probably top to bottom or something like that, right? That would make sense. I hear Sims 3 in the background. It is indeed Sims 3. Flatface, how has things been going, man? I feel like we haven't chatted in quite a while. Flatface is one of the OG Discord members. Yeah, nostalgia. Curse of Monkey Island is a favorite. You know, I didn't get into side-scrolling point and clicks until Machinarium. So I've never had the chance to play through Monkey Island, which is kind of sad because I know a lot of people really love it. The Grand, you are only 1 month sub to yourself. Shaking my head. Wait, you are only a 1 month sub to yourself? Wait, who, me? I don't sub to anyone. I don't have that sort of money. I just ask for that sort of money from other people. Boy, I'm such a scurf, man. Okay, I kind of like how that looks-ish. Let's just pop it in and see. How do I apply? There we go. So we should be able to export. And we'll just call that a yike. You guys can see I've been using the GIMP a lot recently. Export that into pictures. And we'll just call it space backgrad. Export that, paparoonie. Boris, people follow the brighter areas, so if it's a left to right level, make it like diagonally, so that right is top right. That is a really, really good, very insightful comment, Boris. Let's do that. I'm thinking it over a little bit, and I think I totally agree that that could be a really excellent idea. Let's give that a go. So something like so, perhaps? It's a little hard to tell because it's a very faint gradient, but I think that should work. Let's see what happens. Xfin, what is the first game you all played? What a great question. What is the first game that I played? I feel okay. Question: How many of you guys were old enough to be around for when floppies were still like the common media for playing games? That was like right when I was growing up, and the first couple games that I played were all floppy games, and I have a super nostalgia complex for those sort of games. And I think the first one that I really remember playing was either Astro Grover, a game on floppy, or Oil's Well, also a game on floppy. And both of them were games that my dad had bought and installed and was just super excited to play with his kids and everything. So many good memories there, man. So many good memories. The grand... Ooh! First game I put a good amount of time was Lego Rock Raiders! Yeah! Dude, those old nostalgic Lego games, they were the frickin' best. Did you guys ever play Lego Loco back in the day? Or Lego Racers, like the first Lego Racers? Oh my gosh, I absolutely adore those games. Very, very good stuff. Okay, so this is going to go to white. Okay, solely out of curiosity, guys. 100% out of curiosity. I want to see what this looks like. Xfin, for me, it was the really old SimCity. Dude, this is not as horrible as one would think. It's actually kind of cool. It looks like an Itch.io game. Nothing against Itch.io games, by the way. It's just I feel like this kind of white color palette follows a lot of Itch.io games. It's neat though. I kind of like it. Ryojo, the first game I liked was Lugaroo. What an interesting answer. Lugaroo is a really excellent and fairly no-name game from back in the like mid days of the internet. That's kind of cool. Maybe at some point you'll be able to switch the background for space, turn it into white. I like it. Anyhow, though, what we're actually doing here is we are going to find grad. Where's my... Oh, I didn't save it to the right space. What an idiot I am. Boris, I loved Lego Island 2. CD got used up, but found some years later one as a second hand. Dude, Lego Island, that is legit one of those games that I've always wanted to play. So the Lego games that I played back when I was a kid was Lego Loco, Lego Racers, and like those demo discs. Do you guys remember the demo discs that came in the Lego games that had like a whole ton of... That's not what I need. Development that had like a whole ton of tiny little tidbits of Lego games. There's a lot on there that I played a lot. Such good stuff, man. Materials, textures, space. There we go. Space backgrad. Is that PayPay that I see because of my all of my folders, or is it because of Lego demo discs? Because I'm really hoping it's for Lego demo discs. Let's grab up that. Okay, so this should actually be a thing now. It should actually have a gradient on it. And it does, but it doesn't look great. But it might be okay. It might be okay for what we're using it for. Let's take a look in game view real quick. So what size would this approximately need to be to like cover the whole screen? It'd have to be something like that. So I might just parent it to the camera, you know, so it just kind of follows you around. X-Fan, OMG, I can remember playing Lego Island on a super old laptop and it had like 2 FPS. Yes! Yes, yes, yes! Oh, and just remembered grinding all day in Legoland where you could build your own parks. Dude, those games were so popular back in the day. Excellent stuff. First game. Oh, one of those like multi-game pack China cartridges things. You like for the NES or whatever. That's super cool stuff, man. You know, this gradient is pointing the wrong way. Bright is on the left-hand side right now, which is exactly not what we want. Still kind of sad that Lego Universe fell through. Yeah, so am I. I thought it was a really interesting idea, but it's not like I've ever really been super into those sort of games. I just thought it was cute. You know what I mean? Okay. I think the gradient could be maybe a little bit more dramatic. What do you guys think? Give me some feedback here. I'm looking for thoughts. The gradient isn't super noticeable. It's not, but then again, gradients generally shouldn't be super noticeable in the first place, but maybe it's not noticeable enough. I would be very willing to admit that it's not. And also, I really like what you're saying, Boris, about the left to right thing, but for some reason,